Have you ever wondered why some people are so much faster than others? And on the outside, it looks like they have no difference to their training plan or diet. What is it that athletes do that allow them to generate so much speed and acceleration? Sure, there are some people that are genetic freaks and are faster than others with very little training. In this video, I'm going to break down how you can train like these top athletes and generate extreme speed. Andy Galpin, a professor and scientist of human performance, has released some of the best information on generating speed. Andy Galpin trains some of the top athletes in the world. His knowledge and understanding of human physiology is like no other, and I'm going to share what he teaches his top athletes. What you need to understand is that training for speed should not be difficult. All it takes is good intention and time. Consistency is your friend. One quote that really stuck with me was, "Exercise doesn't determine adaptation. Execution determines adaptation." You have to move fast to get faster. If you train speed properly, you should not be getting tired and have plenty of rest. So if you ever see someone telling you that they went to the park and did hill sprints and by the end were throwing up everywhere, they're probably not training speed. They're training some kind of endurance. The training protocols for speed are far different than endurance. I'm going to break down how you can optimize your training for speed. What is the ideal training schedule? You should be training 3 to 5 days a week for 3 to 5 exercises, 3 to 5 reps per set, 3 to 5 working sets, and 3 to 5 minutes between sets. Now, this 3 to 5 minute rule sounds pretty crazy, but it is what has been shown to optimize your speed. As I've said before, training for speed should not be tiring. As you improve and see some results, you want to be increasing the load by 3 to 5%. You don't need to change the volume that you do. In terms of weights for these exercises, you should be loading up with weights around 30% of your 1 rep max. And for these exercises, you want to be focusing on intention as opposed to weight. You want to move fast to get faster. There are 4 rules that you must follow to get faster. Rule number 1 is consistency. Consistency and adherence is the most important thing you can do. This is the same with most training plans that you follow, but this is especially the case for training for speed. If you are consistent, you will 100% see improvements in your speed. Rule number 2. Intention is key. As I've mentioned before in this video, you want to train fast to get faster. In any exercise you choose, you must make sure to move as quickly as possible. You want your body to adapt and produce more quick twitch muscle fibers. As a basic understanding of the muscle fibers within your muscles, you have slow twitch and quick twitch. Training for speed will increase the number of quick twitch muscle fibers that you have. Hence, you need to train and explode as fast as you can in any exercise that you do. This is the only way that your body will adapt and produce and form more quick twitch muscle fibers. Rule number 3, weight. You should be working in around the 30 to 70% of your 1 rep max. If you go any higher than this, above 70% of your 1 rep max, you would be training more for strength as opposed to speed. You may be thinking that this weight is really light, but that's the point. I'm going to say this once more, training for speed is not meant to be hard. Rule number 4, you need to be fresh. You want to train your speed when you are at your fastest. This means you want to train when your muscle is least tired. Therefore, if you do train any other forms of your fitness, for example endurance, hypertrophy, you want to make sure that you are fully recovered before you train for speed. This doesn't mean that you need to neglect any other aspects of your health, such as endurance or hypertrophy or strength. It just means you need to train those exercises after you've trained for speed. Note, there's a bit of a caveat here, whereby if you train hypertrophy, you often break down your muscles and make them pretty sore. This means that it could affect your speed training schedule, in the sense that if you're training 2 days after and you train hypertrophy, you might often feel tired and achy, and hence you won't get the best adaptations for speed. This is why you need to be careful and plan out your weekly training routine as strictly as you can. I hope you've learned something from this video. These workouts can feel very boring and unrewarding, but I promise you, if you remain consistent, then you will definitely see improvements with your speed. If you truly care about gaining speed and getting faster, if you follow the steps and the rules that I've outlined in this video, you will be sure to get faster. Of course, having a more balanced training routine where you are training hypertrophy, strength and endurance is important, but I do understand that some athletes and individuals will be training for particular events where they need to advance their speed. In this scenario, it does make sense to focus all your attention on getting faster. I hope you enjoyed this video and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.